Peace, Capricorns. Welcome to your full moon zodiac reading. So, Spirit said, strap in, buckle up. We're getting ready for liftoff. All right. So, we're acknowledging that it's been a bumpy ride so far. And, even if you've kind of taken your seatbelt off for the remainder of this trip, the pilot has put the seatbelt sign on so that you can prepare. All right. I had two messages very strongly come through as I was preparing for the next reading. The energy of this full moon is tapping into our capacity to communicate clearly what it is that we are envisioning for our future. And because we have this strong vision, we are connecting in the now to that vibration. And so the first message that I got is, as the planet is ascending, the earth signs especially are feeling the pull of that very strongly. And so through the first couple of readings, we had some devil energy come up. We had some, Pluto, Scorpio kind of dark energy showing up, some unsettling forces. And it's almost like Candyman. You say Candyman's name 3 times and he shows up, right? So here we are, Capricorn. You have shown up because apparently we have brought you up to the surface so that you can get this work. And so the universe has some pearls of wisdom for you. And that's why they wanted you to buckle up and take a seat and, just settle in for the rest of this ride. We have Capricorn presenting itself again like Candyman, the boogeyman, the devil energy, dark energy, mischievous, kind of staying in that lower vibrational energy, either fucking with people or kind of feeling all of the unsettling energy from the shifting vibration of the planet. It's like being in that lower frequency, underworld kind of energy, and being brought to the surface because things are shifting, for the planet herself. And so the gong has sounded. We have the gong here around Saturn. That's Big Daddy type energy. So the earth herself, she is in a very divine feminine frequency, very soft and kind of nesting, preparing to receive all of the souls that have done the work to raise their vibration alongside her. And she's calling in a very strong masculine energy, a teacher type vibe here to bring these pearls of wisdom to you and present them to you so that you can make your choice, right? Now that the alarm has gone off, it's time for, the devil to wake up and receive his karma here. And he kind of knows that it's coming, as we sense from the Libra reading. And so this is you, Capricorn, really taking a seat and listening, being illuminated to what the divine plan is so that you can fall into orbit with that. You can get in line with that, okay? The other message that I got, okay, thank you, Spirit. The other message that I got is that the Capricorn energy is bringing things to a completion here, right? Everything is coming full circle. So whatever you've been putting out is going to come back around to you. The wheel is turning now on um, the things that we have invested in, and we're going to see fruits of our labor, whatever that actually might be for you, okay? So we're, calling all of this stuff up for clearing, and for the Capricorn energy right now, it's a teachable moment, all right? This is going to give you the necessary discipline, the necessary repercussions is what I want to say, and also the necessary rewards for the work that you've been putting in on your transformation. So being connected so intuitively to the planet herself, we have the Empress here from our pre-shuffle energy. This is you really stepping into that Empress vibration, okay? So the Emperor that showed up in the last reading, which is the complementary sign to Capricorn, the Cancer reading had the Emperor in it. And the Emperor is basically standing at or sitting at attention on his throne at this elevated space and waiting for whatever comes, whether it's the Empress or it's a negative force, right? The Emperor is prepared. So the earth signs are being called into action, all right? You're being called into formation, into your transformation, getting into alignment with the divine plan, all right? Really putting away any of those sneaky, manipulative, devilish ways, right? Putting those things to rest and actually reflecting on some sense of hope for your future, okay? Because the devil energy is not going to survive. It's being left behind. And those that choose to perish along with it would have made their own decision because they didn't put certain things to rest. You know what I mean? So through the other readings, what we've seen is that, you just got to let lower frequencies be what they are, and you elevate to a space that combines you with the light and allows you to reflect on some hope, because gaining strength in those positive numbers will help to overcome any of the things that you may have left behind, right? So the new world is waiting for you, Capricorn. It's waiting for you to, again, get information and wake up. The alarm has gone off. All right, so thank you for sitting through that channeled message. We are going to tap into the full moon itself and see what is happening in Capricorn's world. Where is Capricorn right now? Okay, we have, oh my gosh, disruptive, power, and control. Wow. And then we have pleasant surprise, though. So you have choices here with the Seven of Cups energy. You have a choice to create a loving partnership with the planet. Again, getting into alignment, all right? Being a match for the things that are to come, because power and control are disruptive forces. And that's so funny. Thank you, Spirit. During my premeditation for the Capricorn energy, there were so many distractions, just as the devil presented itself in the cards, here comes this energy, right? If you will, low frequency energy that wants to kind of tug and pull on the higher frequency, right? And it just causes distraction, disruption. It pushes your time back. It kind of even pushes you even further out of control of things because you're giving your power away to it. Okay. But the pleasant surprise is that you have choices. You can choose to be in line with this disruptive, power hungry, controlling, coercive energy that's just draining, stuck on that lower, stuck on the tarmac. Or you can choose to listen to what it is that you're needing to do in the moments that you're needing to do it, so that you can gain further pearls of wisdom, further gifts that the universe has. Okay, so from the wisdom of the House of Night, we have the Empress, High Priestess of Earth energy, so your higher self calling you. You do have to go with the flow, but causing an impasse in your own world is like unnecessary. You can choose otherwise by being obedient, balancing the scales when necessary, using that wisdom of discernment, and then using that sword to like cut out the things that may be blocking you from taking this upward bound trip. And that could come in the form of people, you know, places, situations, things. Just reassessing whether it is you are choosing right. Wisdom in the House of Night, please clarify. What is this about for the Capricorns? Alright, we have self-worth and obedience is here. Thank you. Yeah, you have a vision. There is a vision. There's a larger plan. Right? We have this beautiful full moon energy here. There is a vision for a light future, a bright future. There's hope in reflecting during this full moon period. All right, so don't forget to connect with spirit. You know, there's a message for you. You're gonna have to take the leap on love. Right, loving partnerships was at the bottom. So, when it comes to self-worth, Capricorn, we have this disruptive, power hungry, controlling, draining force needing to fall away. You really need to love yourself. You'll be pleasantly surprised that when you step out of that darkness and into a place of self-love, and instead of disruptive energy, it could be cooperative energy. Instead of seeking power, it could be sharing power. Instead of seeking to control other people, how they express, how they do things, you know, you can do that for yourself. Like really pay that much attention to yourself. Right? Take a whole seat and pay attention to yourself. All right. With the obedience card here, we have more of this very stable and grounded energy, right? Holding the Libra scales, like I mentioned before, holding the sword of truth, like some of the other readings, with lots of swords energy, lots of air communication, right? So really being obedient to maintaining balance, all right? And also using that sword of truth, because you'll gain a lot of wisdom from that. Let's clarify with the tarot here. So we have Capricorn needing to step into a place of self-worth and obedience, right? With the Saturn energy. Thank you. Okay. Big Daddy energy. You gotta listen. Listen Not with your eyes, because she's blindfolded. You have to listen with your heart, which is kind of like holding a pendulum, right? Where it will energetically tell you which is the right path to choose, you know? And then cutting away the other option, cutting away the other choices, and choosing yourself, what you feel, what you sense, what you know. And because you're so tapped into that devilish energy, just by nature, Capricorn, it's not your fault, right? But just tapped into that devilish energy, you know it really well. You can sense it coming from a mile away. You don't even have to see it. You can feel it, right? So by the time it gets to you, the pendulum is letting you know energetically whether this is going to tip your scales out of balance. And if it is, then you have the sword to cut away anything that is going to tip you out of balance, right? And it could be as simple as, like, you know, somebody wanting to come over when the truth is you have other stuff that you need to focus on, right? And is it going to tip you out of balance? Is it going to throw your time off? Is it going to distract you from the energy and momentum that you were creating? You know, is their presence and their energy blocking you from being able to see the truth? You know, that maybe I do need to call this disruptive, controlling, power-hungry energy. Do I have to nip it in the bud? Yep, get it all out of there in order to receive the pleasant surprises that want to fall in your lap, Capricorn. Yes, thank you, sir. All right, so let's clarify this. Okay, yes. See, it's stacks on stacks that want to fall in your lap. And that's the truth. That's facts. Look at that. That is facts. I love it. So you can walk into the eye of this storm knowing that you are aware. You know how to balance it. Being an earth element, you know how to balance it, because the winds of change are a part of your doing. It's a part of your doing. So let's see what's come out. We have the Three of Wands, Vision. We have the Death card, 13. We have the Eight of Wands, and then the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Three of Wands and the Death card. Yeah, you got to put an end to that old vision. So this card came out and the energy was a little different when I read it for that particular sign. But the Three of Wands here is still talking about your vision. It's still talking about the stakes that you have in the ground, right? It's talking about the stakes that you have in the match or whatever, right? In the game of your life, what stakes do you have in it? What investments do you have in it? And you have to reassess the investments that you have in this disruptive energy, okay? And put certain things to rest here, all right? Because something new wants to be birthed from the old, okay? Something more illuminated wants to be birthed from the old. And you have to allow certain things to fall away. You know, this mother energy is just waiting, biding its time until things have completely shifted, right? There's full preparation around, right? And support around and available. And there's also the safe, right? So that protective, self-protective energy that you need to hold to cut away certain things that are not aligning with your vision is going to be important. With the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands, there's a lot of fire with the Eight of Wands coming your way. And a lot of heat, Caps. The pressure is on. but there's a pleasant surprise at the end of it. See, the pressure is on because you see even these things are moving upward in an upward direction. And so it's gonna happen fast. The elevation is gonna happen fast, right? See, go from being down here in the grass to now sitting on the swing. The elevation is gonna happen quickly, and then at the end of it, there's a scroll here for you. There's a pleasant surprise. There's a declaration of some sort that's available to you that you will gather along the way of clearing these things out and gaining the wisdom and discipline and knowledge that you need, right? You'll gain all of it throughout this process. So keep pushing forward, all right? Let's get a final message here for you. You guys had a lot. How can the Capricorns believe in their own magic, in their own self-worth, in their capacity to be obedient to this transformation, this creation of a new world, a new loving partnership with the earth, Caps? You don't have to be seen as the devil anymore. You are giving birth to a whole new you, right? You're gaining the wisdom that you need. You're tapping into the level of inner knowing that's required for you to gain this scroll at the end of this. All right? You will be the one. Oh, that's so sweet. Because you're the earth energy of the, perceived devilish vibration, right? You will get to be the ones that declare a new earth is here. Because you will have done the work. Look at that. Even the devil can change. The devil wants to be at the ribbon cutting of the new earth. The world awaits you. Yep. It's all on your time. You've earned your stripes. Look, 13. Yep. Truth and truth at the bottom. Be honest with yourself and the truth. Justice is coming. Alright? Through your level of honesty and justice, through your leading the charge in your own way, you will be the one showing everyone just how much you've earned those stripes, right? You're going to get to enjoy and relax in the new earth vibration because you have earned your stripes, right? You've gone through the fire, and then you've also channeled and transmuted your darkness into light, right? You've transformed it and given birth to something new. So it's all up to you, it's all up to you to step into taking heed to the wisdom that becomes available to you so that you can read it all back like a fairy tale, right? We have this book here. You can read it all back as a fairy tale. All right. I love you, Capricorns. You got this.